This is Virgil Boyd, Vice President and Group Executive in charge of automotive sales, Chrysler Corporation. His concern is not only selling Chrysler-built cars this year, but next year and the many following. Chrysler is concerned with value, not only today, but 3 years hence. Mr. Boyd, may we ask you a question?
Certainly.
How do you ensure value in a vehicle?
Well, first, it's the quality that you build in the car. And for us at Chrysler, that means engineering and styling and the manufacturing methods, which gives us the quality that we want. And, of course, the quality control people up and down the line play a vital part in giving us this quality.
Given the quality built into Chrysler products, which enables the company to offer the remarkable 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty, are there other factors which may affect the endurance of the investment which a buyer has made in terms of its trade-in value?
Well, there are several factors affecting this. First of all, the popularity of its styling or the public acceptance of the product. Secondly, the mechanical dependability. And third, the durability of the body materials that we use in the construction. And of course, in the case of Chrysler, how well the company stands behind its warranty.
Styling, engineering, quality control, design. Well, these are some of the distinctive qualities which build lasting value into Chrysler cars. Value, which in turn means acceptance in a market both increasingly competitive and opportune. 91% of all Chrysler-built cars go directly to dealers for retail sale. 9% of such vehicles are earmarked for fleet sales and leasing. Less than 1% are used by Chrysler Corporation executives and in Chrysler field service. Now, to those of us in the industry, it's no secret what may happen occasionally to any car. What are you going to do with a car like this? Let's ask a man whose job it is to provide the answers. This is Russ Longan, Vice President of Chrysler Motors Corporation and President of Chrysler Leasing Corporation, who directs the company's fleet sales and leasing activities.
They recognize that increased used car prices will place them in a more favorable trading position to profitably sell more new cars. The management of Chrysler Corporation is also vitally interested and concerned about maintaining a high resale value for its products. Not only do the dealers benefit by virtue of being in a better trading position, but also our fleet customers enjoy the benefits of a lower depreciation factor whether they buy or lease the product. For these reasons, Chrysler Corporation cannot afford to have its cars offered in a condition which would depress their resale value.
First, the check-in procedure, where an analysis of needed work is made, carefully noted on work order and detail slips. Then, off to the shop for complete rehabilitation. Cleanup, quickly and effectively done with modern detergents, costs pennies but brings back dollars in resale, both at wholesale and retail. Here, as in other areas, the vehicles receive the attention of top automotive mechanics, who are able to restore them to showroom quality. And you can depend on the mileage. The result is confidence on the part of dealers who flock to the auction from all over the area. You couldn't fool these dealers if you wanted to, and we don't try. In the long run, the dealer's confidence that these auctions are strictly on the level brings them back again and again. But now down to business. Charles Joans, National Used Car Manager of Chrysler Leasing, opens the auction.
Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome once again to the Hatfield Auto Auction. We're happy to see you all. Would you call those fellows in from the outside? We're ready to get going now. For those of you that haven't been here before, I'd like to point out that the 1963 models that we offer are available to all dealers across all product lines. We're going to have approximately 275 cars total, of which 50 are 1964 models. The 1964 models are only available to the dealers by product line. If you're a Plymouth dealer, you can buy a Plymouth. If you're a Chrysler dealer, you can buy a Chrysler. If you're a Dodge dealer, you can buy a Dodge. I'd like to point out to you, gentlemen, that the odometer readings are accurate. We do not touch our odometers at all at any of our sales. Our next sale, for those of you that are interested, will be in Detroit on Monday of next week. I should like to point out that this is the last sale in Hatfield of 1963 models in any volume. Gentlemen, are there any Ford dealers or Ford representatives? Anybody from Ford Motor Car Company? Any General Motors representatives? Any independents? All right, gentlemen, on behalf of Chrysler Leasing Corporation, we're ready to roll. Roll them in.
To someone who's never attended an automobile auction, all this may seem strange, but it's really a basic expression of the law of supply and demand. And the demand is great because the supply is quantity. A car may be sold every 40 seconds. We asked some of the dealers to express their feelings about the auction. People like John Montone, PMF Motors, Philadelphia.
Well, this is my fourth sale from Plymouth. I'd say that we're very well pleased with the cars we've been buying here. Matter of fact, these are the only car we buy outside of what we trade.
And that's the Hatfield story. Part of a national program of carefully conducted auctions under the supervision and control of Chrysler Leasing Corporation. Prices are holding, values are up, and dealers are taking their cue from the corporation's experience. When they see the prices the company's getting for superbly reconditioned used cars, many of them go back and completely revise their own reconditioning program of vehicles they themselves take in trade. At the end of the auction, Charles Joans of Chrysler Leasing had some questions for dealer Bob Crabtree.
Mr. Crabtree, I understand you bought quite a few cars here in Hatfield since you've been coming down here. Could you give me an idea how many you've bought so far?
Probably about 115, Charlie.
That includes today's sales.
I bought about 17 today.
Now, figuring in your freight to get the cars back to your place of business, could you give me an idea of what your average gross profit is?
It's just about $334 a car.
Now, have you any impressions or ideas as to the quality of our reconditioning? Any comments you'd like to make regarding how we prepare these cars for you?
I think it's excellent. We took a check to find out approximately how much it was costing us to get these cars delivered. And it's about $7.50 a car. So your reconditioning is excellent.
We've been working on auction rules since we started these auctions in various parts of the country. I'd like your impressions of our rules and regulations as compared to other auctions we have.
I would say that as far as the comparison, that the way you conduct your sale or auction, it's a more realistic auction because you completely eliminate any shilling. In other words, any bid is a legitimate bid, and there's a tendency at some of these other auctions where a price is thrown in that is not a legitimate price.
As the dealers leave for home, they find the check-out process is as careful as was the check-in of arriving vehicles. The result is the higher prices earned by used Chrysler vehicles at the auctions are distributed to the editors of used car data books. The success of the auction is reflected over the months and years. You'll note that the performance line on the chart reflects a constant price level throughout the model year, where previously price level has tended to drop off as the model year progressed.